Hello, we're Kevin and Wendy Beery. We've been missionaries with the Assemblies of God now for over 20 years. The Assemblies of God has been sending missionaries to the fields all over the world for over 100 years. And they've been able to find a way to understand how much money a missionary needs to go to the field. First of all, there's the cash budget. The cash budget is for one-time expenses, like your plane tickets, language school, housing deposits, those things that you only need when you get right to the field. Then there's the pledge budget. The pledge budget is very critical. This is for ongoing expenses while you're on the field. Again, that includes housing, it includes ministry expenses, insurance, all the things that a missionary would need to be able to stay on the field long term.
The Assemblies of God World Mission is known as a faith mission. And what that means is when someone receives a call and goes through the approval process to become a missionary, there is no pot of money waiting at the end like there is in some denominations. The approval process means then that the missionary candidate is allowed to contact churches in their state to ask the pastors to support the call that they've received.
Most missionaries do not know all of the pastors in their states, so they make an effort to be in contact with them. This is done through newsletters, through Facebook Messenger, phone calls, all sorts of things, any way that we can reach and be in contact with the pastor. Now, one of the things that happens is that for every 10 contacts, only one pastor usually responds, so it takes a lot of persistence to get in touch with people.
In our experience, it takes between 3 and 4 churches that I visit to get a pledge for our missions ministry. What that means is that you need to visit hundreds, literally hundreds of churches to get the number of pledges that you need to go to the field. Most missionary budgets are more than $7,000 a month, and with the average pledge being $50 a month, that means you need 140 pledges to make your budget work. Now, thankfully, some churches will give us more than the $50, and some individuals will pledge us as well. All these things are tremendously helpful to missionaries. The pressure that missionaries feel is because they are given a time frame in which to raise their budgets. And what that means is that missionaries are given 18 months to raise the money that they need to live and work overseas. The difficulty is that it sometimes takes longer than that, and if a missionary goes through the 18 months and then uses any extension that he or she may have received and doesn't raise their monies in that period of time, then the Assemblies of God World Mission concludes that it's not the right time for them to go to the field, and their missionary approval is withdrawn. I would say that Assemblies of God missionaries are envied by other missionaries from other denominations on the field because of the tremendous amount of support that we receive from our mission. For example, we benefit from Speed the Light funds, which is where the youth in our churches raise monies to cover the costs of vehicles for the missionaries. And there have been Speed the Light vans, Speed the Light cars, Speed the Light motorcycles, bicycles, boats, even camels. And all of that is thanks to the youth, sacrifice greatly so that we can have these modes of transportation.
We are so grateful for the various resources that come to us. Some of them come from the children of our churches, and that's called BGMC. We love these funds because they're very flexible. So we can just take them right from the field and be able to use it for disaster relief, evangelism, pastoral training. Really is amazing all that we can use those funds for. We're also thankful because women's and men's ministries also will take funds and give them to us. So it's wonderful to see how the churches work together so that we can have the support and resources that we need. As you can see, raising a missionary budget is really a faith-filled adventure, but we have seen God come through over and over again. And we just appreciate so much any way that you can help us so that we can reach the field to which God has called us. We pray that God blesses you as we work together.